What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? We are back for some more Madden NFL 20 Carolina Panthers franchise. Last episode was a walloping of the Bucks, who are now 9-5. If you want to look around the league, we are 13-1. Falcons and Bucks are 9-5, and the Saints were able to get 6 wins out of the year. We're going to be playing the LA Rams, and they have some very, very dangerous players. They got Aaron Donald, Todd Gurley, Jared Goff, Robert Woods, Brandon Cooks, etc., etc. A lot of players. Now, I haven't checked their roster recently, so we are going to check their roster to see who all they have on their team left. But they're a very dangerous team. Quarterback, they got Jared Goff. Running back, Todd Gurley, and they have Darrell Henderson. Darrell Henderson's a he's got a lot of acceleration. Someone that I could potentially go after as well. Fullback Derek Coleman. They got Brandon Cooks, Robert Woods, Cooper Kupp, Josh Reynolds, Austin Proehl. Austin Proehl? That's a Ricky Proehl's kid. That's funny. We might go after him for a specific reason. Gerald Everett at tight end. Left tackle, they got Bobby Evans. So no more Andrew Whitworth. He retired. Wow, we could rack up some sacks against this team. Their right guard and right tackle, Austin Blythe and Rob Havenstein, probably won't get a whole lot of sacks against, but we could get some sacks against some of these guys. If they force some pressure, we get some good blitzes going. We're going to send a lot of pressure this week. Michael Brockers is their defensive end. Aaron Donald, of course. I don't know how he's not a captain, but Aaron Donald, the 99 overall. Mike Pennell, left outside linebacker. They got Samson Ebukam and Miles Jack at middle. He was their free agent pickup. Dante Fowler at right outside linebacker with Clay Matthews, who's 34 and somehow still playing. Corner, they got Nikel Roby-Coleman, Marcus Peters, Mackenzie Alexander, David Long, Troy Hill. Free safety, Eric Weddle. Strong safety, John Johnson. Not going to go into too many of the other positions, but so far that looks to be a pretty intimidating team. But I think we can get some sacks. Possibly, I need to get an interception, so I'll be trying to use a little bit of Dante Jackson to try and get him an interception if I can. So we'll see how that goes. Again, I don't know who all is going to be here in the off season. I think we've re-signed everybody to an extension. Not 100% sure. We're going to keep looking at defensive ends and and defensive tackles, because that's going to be our biggest weakness in that sense. Defensive end and defensive tackle. So we're just going to keep pushing these. Like Andrew West, a 6th round speed rusher. Just trying to look for players with potential, and then we'll be able to look a little bit more heavily in the offseason. Speed rushers and power rushers, I mean, I'm completely okay with going after a power rusher, if we can. So power rushers, kind of the same thing, just a little bit different skill set than a speed rusher. So, I mean, as long as it's a pass rusher, I don't care. That's what I'm more focused on than anything. I'm going to head into weekly training. Yeah, that works. And we get to simulate it, so we'll get to hop right into this game. And we'll see if I can do 2 games in one today. More than likely won't. More than likely we'll push the next game. Our final game of the year will be tomorrow. Next episode. Anybody get to upgrade? Yes, they do. How many people? Only one. Christian Miller, who's been killing it. He's been slowly upgrading and becoming better and better and better. He gets a morale boost with the upgrade. What are we looking at for his ratings? He actually isn't doing too bad. In the preseason, he does pretty good. So we'll see if he continues that going forward. Without further ado, the 13-1 Carolina Panthers going up against the 6-7-1 Los Angeles Rams at their new stadium, at Rams Stadium. It's a Sunday night prime time game. And they're going to be rocking those beautiful uniforms, and we're going to be rocking those beautiful uniforms. So let's hop right on into it. Alright, sorry, just had to readjust, get comfortable. And without further ado, EA Sports bringing you Madden NFL 20. It's going to be the Carolina Panthers flying all the way across the country to play at LA in the Rams Coliseum. It is Panthers-Rams here on the All Pro Beast channel. So, we're going to get into it. I'm excited for this game. This could be a high-scoring matchup for us. I mean, for us. I mean, I don't know about them. I don't know about the Rams, but we'll see if we can score a lot of points. It's almost the end of the season. We've got Jordan Scarlett in the MVP race. We've got Cam Newton also putting up MVP numbers, except for all the interceptions that he throws and the pick sixes that he throws. Dante Jackson, a potential MVP as well. He's got almost 15 interceptions on the year. He's got 13 right now. 14 ties it, so he gets one in the next 2 weeks, and he's tied for the most interceptions in a season. He gets one more, he gets 15, and he's got the record. He breaks the record for interceptions in a season. Jordan Scarlett is our highlight offensive weapon. Last week, 19 carries, 240 yards, 2 touchdowns, and his longest run was 74 yards. He is on fire this year, and he is going to more than likely get a Superstar X Factor development in the offseason. If he doesn't, I'll be impressed, but that just means we have to keep doing it again. That just means that he's going to dominate some more. So, Panthers are going to get to kick off here, and the Rams will be returning here at home in the Coliseum, where USC plays their college football games on Saturday, and the Rams come out and play their Sunday night football games on Sunday. Mike Pilardi to kick us off, and back to return is Cooper Kupp. He's going to bring it out just inside the 5. Brought down at the 28-yard line by Chester Lockhart. Out's going to come Jared Goff, starting quarterback for the LA Rams. He's got 3,200 passing yards, 23 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. We'll see if we can make that 11, maybe even 12. We'll get 15 today. Depends on how they play. Depends on how we play. Here we go. Coming out on defense. Going to be sending lots of blitzes to that left side. We're going to be using Dante Jackson as much as possible. Looks like a motion jet sweep right off the gate, and Robert Woods lifted by, you know who, Dante Jackson, to bring him down right away. Tackle for a loss right then and there. I'm going to send another blitz. We're going to be man-to-man on Robert Woods this time. Gurley in the backfield, 2 tight ends. Gurley bouncing outside, breaks one, misses another. Todd Gurley off to the races and chased by Shaquem Griffin. What a run. 36 yards on his first carry. Todd Gurley breaks a tackle and goes 36 yards. What a run. Beautiful run there. And a beautiful chase down. That's the extra effort. It's Chester Lockhart missing that tackle. That's a beautiful effort by Shaquem Griffin. Nice job. Brian Burns also in chase. Good pursuit by him. Greedy Williams has got to bring him down next time. But they move down to the 38-yard line. Big play on second down that time for him. Another handoff to Gurley, and this time brought down by Shaq Thompson and Brian Burns. Here's a look at the Rams offense, which you've already taken a look at. Here's their offensive line. And here's their backs and receivers. Robert Woods, Brandon Cooks, and Todd Gurley with Gerald Everett are their highlight players. We're sending some pressure. I'm going to shift it to the left. I want to try and get some pressure on that left side. Counter play. Ran into Luke Stamey, our rookie defensive tackle. Here's a look at the defensive players for the Carolina Panthers. Here's a look at that D-line. Linebackers, Burns, Kuechly, Thompson, and Griffin. And your defensive backs are going to consist of Jackson, Berry, Boston, and Williams. A very dangerous and star-studded team. In the gun for Jared Goff. Empty set. Quick dump off, and that's incomplete, forced by Eric Berry. Robert Woods had his hands on it. It's going to bring up a 4th and 7. Watch a field goal here. It's going to bring out Greg the Leg Zerline to be kicking this one from 35-yard line. Called about a 47-yard field goal attempt. And it's up and good, and the Rams are on the board first in the first minute and 55 seconds. So here to kick off is Johnny Hecker. Trevante Godfrey had a kick return touchdown last week. Let's see if he gets another one this week. He just ran it last time. Here's Cam Newton coming out. 33 touchdowns, 18 interceptions, 3,300 passing yards. Cam Newton put up a pretty good performance, as well as the rushing yards and the rushing touchdowns that he has this year. We'll have to take a look and see where we're at MVP-wise, but might not be him. We'll see if we can get it to be him, though. Coming out in the gun, Bryce Love is the back to the left. Dropping back. Feels the pressure. He's going to roll out. He's going to dump this one off. Caught by DK Metcalf, breaking tackles. DK Metcalf doesn't go down without a fight. 17 yards. Nice job bailing out Cam Newton. He bailed him out. Cam Newton rolled out. Slung this one to him. Broke the first. Broke the second. Juked the third and almost broke away again. Nice job there by him. We're going to run Jordan Scarlett right up the middle. We got Ian Thomas back this week, our star tight end. Going forward, here's Scarlett with a nice run. Called again a 12 on the first carry of the day for him. Wrapped up there by Eric Weddle. We've got a very good team, and I'm very excited to see where it goes. But again, injuries can cause problems. Feeling the pressure. He's going to throw this one incomplete. Tried to throw to DJ Moore. Felt some pressure. And throws it incomplete. Here's a look at the Panthers' offense. A very, very good offensive line. And a backs and receiving core with DK Metcalf, DJ Moore, Bryce Love, Jordan Scarlett, and Ian Thomas. Let's see what we can get here on 2nd and 10. We got Bryce Love in the backfield this time getting the carry. We've got Ian Thomas and Alex Arma. We've got Bryce Love with a solid carry wrapped up that time by Marcus Peters. And here's a look at the Rams defense. Mike Pennell, Aaron Donald, and Michael Brockers on that D-line. Ibukum, Jack Kwiatkowski, and Fowler Jr. are your linebackers. Nikel Roby Coleman, John Johnson, Eric Weddle, and Marcus Peters are your defensive backs. It's Cam Newton in the gun here on 3rd and 6 after the run by Bryce Love at the 32-yard line. He's going to sling this one. This one's to DJ Moore. Does he get the first? He's going to be pretty close. And they will give him the first down conversion. 1 reception, 7 yards for him that time. Cam coming out under center. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, and Scarlett in the backfield. Gets a block, runs up. Scarlett with a first down carry. Nice job. Gain of about 13. Moves the chains down to the 13-yard line. A toss to the left is not the play that I ended up picking. Whoops. Cam Newton coming out in the gun. Come back. He's going to lose this one. This one's to Riley Ridley, and he's going to score his 2nd touchdown of the year. He had his first career receiving touchdown last week. Got his 2nd one today. Beautiful route running by Riley Ridley. I like it. I'm excited for it. So we're going to go for the extra point here in just a second. It's going to be Graham Gano to kick our extra point. Riley Ridley has 2 of 8 receiving touchdowns this year. I do not foresee him getting 6 more for his goal this year, but with trades, with retirements, with injuries, we'll see where people go. Might have to look and see if I can find a slider set online. I haven't looked for one in a while. Giving it some time. We'll see if maybe a couple of people that I usually look for slider sets have come out with some. If they haven't, oh well, we'll keep going with what we're at. So the Panthers lead 7-3. Todd Gurley with 119 yards, 1 touchdown off of 18 carries last week. He's already got 36 yards on the ground today. We're going to try and get Dante Jackson his interceptions today. He needs at least 1 to be on pace. And a big stuff there. Oh, big tackle there from Kawan Short. Looks like Shaq Thompson. He has 1,300 rushing yards, 7 touchdowns today. Todd Gurley having a pretty phenomenal year. We're going to go ahead and shift the D-line over to the left. We want to force pressure on that left side, not on Rob Havenstein's side. The handoff. Gurley immediately met by Thompson and Kuechly. His 5th carry, 39 yards, already stuffing him for a bit so far. We'll see where this leads. Going to bring up a 3rd and 9. We're going to go ahead and shift it again to the left. It's not because of the run. Because we shifted to the left, that's going to put more pressure on that left side. Intercepted by Dante Jackson. There's one. That's a pick 6. You can't catch him, Todd. He's too fast. He tried to force it in zone coverage. And Dante Jackson there. He has 14. He is tied for the most interceptions in a season. Tried to get it out real quick, and Dante Jackson just sitting there in that zone coverage, picks it off, and takes it the distance to the house. You don't test Dante Jackson. He's just that good. Intended for Robert Woods that time. And I know that there's another D-Jax, but this is our D-Jax. Dante Jackson. Instead of, can I remember his name? Deshaun Jackson. There we go. Sorry, it kind of slipped my mind for a second. He is tied with Night Train Lane for the most interceptions in a season. He gets one more, and he's got it. He's got the record. And Dante Jackson goes down as one of the best corners in all of NFL history. And I forget to mention that he's only like 24, so we still have him for another 6 years. I believe we just re-signed him recently to a 5 or 6 year contract extension. Return by Cooper Kupp, brings it out to the 25, wrapped up there by Jeremy Sprinkle. We're going to come back out on defense. We're going to send the pressure going to the left side once again. Got Dante Jackson in man-to-man coverage. They're going to dump this one off to Gerald Everett. Getting wrapped up there by Luke Kuechly. First completion there for Jared Goff. Makes it a gain of 6. Another handoff. Todd Gurley this time. And a big hit from Luke Kuechly. And a fumble recovery by Dante Jackson. This defense is already rolling once again. They're one of the most dangerous defenses in the league. One of the most dangerous teams in the league. With all the talent that they possess. With all the players that they possess. Good blocks. And Aaron Donald with a good wrap-up there of Jordan Scarlett. Jordan Scarlett just a second away from breaking that. Almost 2,000 rushing yards. 22 touchdowns for Jordan Scarlett this year. Having a career year. Having I mean, not a record-breaking year because he had that last year. Good blocks. Bryce Love with a good carry this time. Called a gain of 8 on his second or third carry of the game so far. 3rd and 2 here. Watch the read man right there. We're going to go ahead and read option. He stays, handoff, and they stuffed it. Nowhere to go. Good read there by number 58, Corey Littleton. He's going to bring out a 4th and 3 and a field goal attempt for Graham Gano from 51 yards. Speaking of Graham Gano, he also holds the longest field goal in NFL history right now. His 35th career make over 50 yards. I think he had a 67-yard field goal at one point. I have to go look back on the season. I believe it was this season. So Cooper Kupp back to return. Brings it out just shy of the 5 and gets brought down there by Shaq Thompson. Cooper Kupp doing his best to help his team in any way that he can. We're going to mix it up. We're going to shift right this time. And looks like a fake end around, and Shaq Thompson saying, "No, sir, Gurley. You ain't going nowhere." 7 carries, 43 yards. 45th tackle this season for Shaq Thompson. I'm going to shift him over. Jared Goff and Gurley on the draw play. Sorry, wrong player. I saw the 4 letters. Thought it was Kupp, not Goff. My bad. Coming out in the gun once again. 3rd and 5 at the 29-yard line for the Rams. 3 receivers to the left side, and the dump off to Gerald Everett. And wrapped up immediately there by Trey Boston, our safety. And that's going to force a 4th down and 3. Carolina is already on top of the scoreboard already. Trevante Godfrey, our rookie wide receiver, is going to be returning this one. Johnny Hecker to punt. He boots it deep. And a big punt, a booming punt in the end zone this time. Godfrey bringing it out. Tries to spin out number 52, Clay Matthews, and doesn't quite do it. Clay Matthews, not too fakeable. All right, in the gun for Cam Newton. 90 seconds left in this first quarter. Panthers already on top of things. Feeling the pressure, dump off Bryce Love. Cuts it outside, tries to cut it even farther outside, and a nice reception from Bryce. That's why he's so useful coming out of the backfield. We're on a read option here to start this down and distance. Handoff, Jordan Scarlett. Tries to juke out Eric Weddle, and Eric Weddle unfaked the veteran. Coming out, 40 seconds left. Cam Newton under center. We've got 2nd and inches at the 48-yard line, and a handoff. Jordan Scarlett, solid block, bouncing it outside, and he's stumbling, tripping up over linemen. Very good pressure being brought. Prevents Scarlett from being able to get anything. Going to motion Jeremy Sprinkle here this time. Is the motion going to be looking for Elijah Holyfield? He hasn't had too many carries this year, but he does have some touchdowns. And Holyfield with a good run. And his first carry, 7 yards for Elijah. That's going to bring an end to the first quarter of play. Panthers on top by 14. 2-score lead for the Panthers over the Rams. We're just going to be looking to hand it off a lot this game. Not trying to hurt any of our receivers. But we'll test them deep if we get one-on-one opportunities. And a solid run. Aaron Donald in the backfield right away for a tackle for a loss. AD all day, Aaron Donald. We're going to try a jet sweep with Trent Taylor this time. Believe we can do it. Here we go. Here's the blocks, and wrapped up there by number 50. That's Abukum. And another loss of 4 this time. Coming out empty set, 3rd and 14. One-on-one to the far right side with DJ Metcalf. Or DK Metcalf. DJ and DK, got to get used to that. And that's a sack from Aaron Donald. Honestly, didn't expect to get sacked today, but 4th and 22. His 3rd tackle today. Aaron Donald getting in the backfield eventually. Try and pin him with Mike Pilardi. Is that in the end zone? It's going to be pretty close. Yeah, and that's going to tip out. They're going to start at the 20. So 17-3 still. No score there. I tried to go deep with it, and Aaron Donald wasn't having any of it. Dante Jackson on Brandon Cooks is probably the matchup we want to see the most. Handoff. Goff. Burns. Gets tackle broken. Michael Bennett there to clean up. I'm going to send a blitz this time. I'm going to go and shift him over to the left. Quick dump off to Cooper Kupp. Wrapped up by James Bradbury that time. 3rd and 5 for Jared Goff. He's got Woods over to the far right side. 3 receivers set to the left. The dump off this time to Everett, and once again brought down by Bradbury. That brings up a 4th down. Jared Goff really struggling on offense. So Trevante Godfrey gets another opportunity to return this punt. And it's a high punt. Breaks one. Tries to spin out of another. Brings it out to the 32-yard line. Nice return for Godfrey. We'll look to run it with Scarlett this time. Makes one-man miss. Brought down that time by Miles Jack. What a good run there from Jordan Scarlett. Two tight ends, watch that pressure coming from the right side. Aaron Donald bringing him down, ripping through tacklers. And Jordan Scarlett goes down with an injury. Hopefully it's not too intense. I mean, he's our key player. That means Bryce Love and Elijah Holyfield are going to be taking over the running duties today. Jay Moore makes one-man miss. Picks up a 1st down catch. Nice job. I think Scarlett will be fine. I think he just pulled something. Hopefully he's okay. If he's out for the postseason, that might be a problem. DJ Moore making people miss. He is a slippery guy. Yep, so he just bruised his knee. We'll go ahead and bring in Bryce Love. No reason to risk it. Gets Bryce Love some extra carries. Running the counter. Bryce Love to the outside. And a stiff arm from Bryce. His third carry brings up 20 yards, makes it a 2nd and 1. I'm going to be looking for Cam Newton to run this read option once again. See if they do go down. And Cam Newton, he's fast. Cam Newton to the outside. Cam Newton, big run. He's going to run through a man on his way down to the 5-yard line. First carry, 30 yards on a read option for Cam Newton. And that is why we still have him. It's because he's just that good. Will Grier is nowhere near that fast or that good. And the read option once again. Cam Newton stuffed this time. Loss of yardage. Makes it a 2nd and goal. Going for a toss. Jordan Scarlett back. He's back. He's not hurt anymore. Tries toss to the right side. Get him another touchdown. And a good run. Jordan Scarlett will waltz his way into the end zone. For another touchdown. That's going to put us up by 3 scores. We're encroaching on the last couple of games, but like I said, I mean, the problem is I would totally put in some backups, and that might be the next game, but mostly because I want to make sure that if we do have record-setting years, we are getting those record-setting years and beating them by a lot, so that means that we have to put up really good seasons going forward. We still have, I still have plenty of seasons coming. We're going to be playing probably 6 or 7 seasons, is my hope, by the time Madden 21 comes out. That is the hope and the goal. Gurley in the backfield for Jared Goff, and it's a handoff to Gurley. Gurley up the middle. Met and wrapped up by Trey Boston. And a good tackle there by Trey. Calls upon a 2nd and 1. And a handoff. Nice job there. 1st and 10. Goff and the Rams are moving the chains a little bit. They're trying to get some points on the board, more than 3. And a nice catch there by Brandon Cooks. Moving the chains. They're playing a little bit more lax defense right now. I'm more trying to send blitzes and zone blitzes so that we can get some sacks. A quick dump off, and Greedy Williams there to wrap up Cooper Kupp. A quick dump off.
Here we go. By 20. Much 56. Much 56.
And back. Goff all day to throw, and a quick pass caught by Cooper Kupp. Once again, Cooper Kupp, his favorite receiver. I'm sending zone blitzes. I'm indifferent. I'll just send zone blitzes all day. We can move down the field. We'll lock them up eventually. Gurley with the handoff. Wrapped up Eric Berry on the tackle that time. Under center is Goff. Henderson in the backfield. It will be a handoff to Henderson, and Henderson gets stuffed by Kawan Short. He says no. Bring up the 2-minute warning for us today, 24-3. Send a blitz, 5-man rush. Man-to-man everywhere else. And the dump off to Woods, and Woods gets stuffed. 1st and 10 at the 19, breaching the red zone. Goff in the gun, Gurley to his right. It's a dump off to Cooper Kupp once again, breaking 1. Brought down by Greedy Williams that time. Again, we're sending a zone blitz. I'm shifting him to the left this time. I want to get that pressure. Gurley to the far right side at receiver. And back. Dumps it. Incomplete intended that time for Gerald Everett, the tight end. 90 seconds. Well, technically 89 seconds left. 89 seconds left in this first half. And that's caught by number 83. And that's, I believe, Josh Reynolds on the nice catch. And the draw play met by Shaq Thompson. Nowhere to go. Todd Gurley on the draw. Delayed handoff. Going nowhere. Still a 3-score lead for the Panthers as the Rams are approaching the end zone. Eric Berry stepping down in the box. Back. Feels the pressure. Throws it way out of the back of the end zone. Felt the pressure coming from the safety, Eric Berry. Eric Berry coming down once again. And a dump off, and Robert Woods is down to the 1 on 4th down here. Will they go for 3? They're going to go for 3. We're going to play it safe. Play the man in case they decide to go for it. We're going to call a timeout. They're going to go for it. They thought about it. Are they going to go for it? No, we'll call a timeout. Why not? We'll ice them. We'll ice their own kicker because it's that important. Hopefully they go for it. Safe man. Here we go. Not that it's a crucial kick, but he puts it in easily. 13 seconds left. Trevante Godfrey will get an opportunity to return it. Godfrey just passed his own end zone. Oh, he might have been able to go. 30-yard line. We're just going to come out with a draw play here. Big hit there on Bryce Love, and that's going to end first half of play. Panthers lead 24-6. Rams struggling on all facets of the offense. Panthers have had 2 takeaways. Only had 68 passing yards today, though. Here's a look at the halftime report and a look at some of the games around the league. We're looking at the Titans playing at Green Bay, where Green Bay has won 24-19. Packers go 10-4 on the year. Aaron Rodgers throws 3 touchdowns, only 1 interception. Devontae Adams receives 2 of them. Looking down in Jacksonville, Florida, Houston went there, and Jacksonville came away with the win. They go 9-5. Nick Foles with a touchdown pass. And here's a look at some of the other games around the league. Some of the games we got to pay attention to. So Atlanta beat Oakland, and the Saints play Monday night against the Cowboys. They're going to be playing at home against the Cowboys. Jordan Scarlett has a rushing touchdown today, and we have 2 passing touchdowns. Dante Jackson has a pick 6. Or no, we have 1 passing touchdown. Dante Jackson has a pick 6. That ties him. He's still looking for his tie-breaking interception. If he gets that today, I will be very, very happy. If he doesn't get it today, I'm indifferent. It's okay if he doesn't. Godfrey back to return this one. Tried to come back out and bounce it outside. Lost a yard down to the 29. 24 yards per return for Trevante Godfrey. We're not going to look to do too much in the second half, just to go on offense at least. We're going to look to just run it. Good shot block there from our fullback, Alex Arma. He's going to be our long-term fullback going forward. Halfback slip screens, we're going to look for Bryce Love. Against Aaron Donald, we'll see how dangerous this is. Bryce Love ducks out of bounds after a 9-yard gain. Does he get the first? Yes, he does. We're going to run a play-action slide play here. Don't know how successful this will be against an Aaron Donald, but not very, as he completely clips and sacks me for 2 sacks today. AD wrapping up twice. Now he's in the zone. What's funny is only going to have to move the ball 20 yards. Just means passing the football is a little bit more dangerous. So we're going to double team Aaron Donald this time. Bucky Hodges on the catch. Makes it a 3rd and 9. Coming out in the gun. And a double team Aaron Donald once again. So we double team him, and that means that Ibukum gets a sack, brings up 4th and 18. So Lots of sacks. 3 sacks for that LA Rams defense. Mike Pilardi to punt here from the 31-yard line. When he tips it down to the 1. What a punt, Mike Pilardi. Michael Pilardi puts a perfect punt on that drive. Clamp, double, and go. We're going to run that zone. Well, this will be beautiful. They are going to run it, though. They're going to try and run an end around. Oh, he missed him. Oh, and off to the races, Brandon Cooks on a beautiful run of 25 yards. Made a man miss. He got him with a hesitation and hit the hole. We had him for a safety, but he missed it. Goff empty set this time, and a quick dump off pass knocked away by Shaq Thompson. Nice job, Shaq, on the play. In the gun for Goff, Gurley to his right. And over the middle. Caught by Gerald Everett to move the chains. Goff in the gun. Quick fire pass and knocked away by Bradbury that time. Brings up a 2nd and 10. That's a sack by Shaquem Griffin. There we go. Nice job. Good sack. Shaquem Griffin rocking in for another sack from that outside linebacker spot. Shaquem Griffin's going to be so good when we put our time and development into him. He's just going to wreck. We're going to shift him left. We're going to try and get some more pressure with him. Quick dump off to Gurley. Gurley tackled by Dante Jackson and Eric Berry that time. Call of 4th and 1 short of the first down. They're going to punt it. Devontae Godfrey's going to be back to return this one. Johnny Hecker puts this one high arcing right at the edge of the end zone. It's a good block. He's going to bounce it outside, this time going to right side. Makes Clay Matthews miss. He's got speed. Tries to spin. Brings it out to the 49-yard line and a nice run. Kwiatkowski with the tackle. Trevante Godfrey with a beautiful return that time. Makes a man miss. He tries to put on the burners. Not quite getting enough blocks, but he does his absolute best. Beautiful run on the return there.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
A solid run there that time. Miles Jack on the tackle. Gain of 2. Time to run the read option once again. Hand off to Scarlett, breaking loose. Scarlett with a good run. A gain of 12. I believe Aaron Donald is out of the zone now. No, he's still in the zone. A yard left. Get him out. Cam Newton's going to keep it. Cam Newton's going to bounce it to the outside. Cam Newton's going to make a man miss. He's going to break a tackle and get brought down by Eric Weddle down to the 10. Cam Newton he's a quiet guy. I mean, I know in real life he's not, but so far he's been pretty quiet in terms of scoring and whatnot. Bryce Love to the outside and tackled by Rapp, number 24. He was stopped. I should have dove. Thought I could truck my way in. It's Cam Newton dropping back. He's looking. Caught. DJ Moore on the catch. What a throw. Under pressure, hit as he threw it and was still able to make the throw in the back of the end zone. That was completely unnecessarily caught. 31-6. 10 touchdowns for DJ Moore this year. He's done a phenomenal job. And I mean, I would totally give backup offensive linemen a go against Aaron Donald, but that's asking a little much, don't you think? Rams firmly in the behind the mirror column. Not really in the race anymore. We're going to keep sending pressure. I still want to get sacks. I still like sacks.
You're not ready. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
I'm going to hand it off. That's Todd Gurley getting met by Eric Berry. There's a fumble. It's come out and picked up by Robert Woods. Whoa, what a big play there. It came ripping out Eric Berry, or someone ripped it out and picked it up. They were able to get it back.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
Going out of bounds. Almost intentional grounding, if not in the direction of Brandon Cooks that time.
180. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Under center, 2nd and 10. Could be a handoff. Nope, it's a motion end around. It's time to Cooper Kupp. Oh, breaking away. Cooper Kupp wrapped up by Eric Berry this time. They really like that end around with Cooper Kupp and Brandon Cooks. Sending a nickel blitz this time. Robert Woods. It's a draw play met by Kuechly. Stuffed in the backfield. Gurley not able to hit 100 yards today. 76 though. Still a lot of yardage. Heavy coming to that left side. Oh, Robert Woods caught on him. Oh, I missed it. I was there if I would have sat still. That would have been 15. That would have been number 15. I completely misplayed that. Watch Josh Reynolds here. And I completely misplayed that as well. That was my fault. I keep trying to undercut it. First receiving touchdown for Josh Reynolds today. There's a booth review. Did he step out of bounds? Nope, it's upheld. I'm really indifferent because we're winning, so it's okay. Like I said, I'm really trying to force interceptions with Dante Jackson, and that was just my mistake. I should have stayed at home in that zone instead of trying to sit under, tried to undercut it. Technically not supposed to get beat. Not supposed to let him get past you, but I did. They get on the board again. Godfrey on the return this time. He's going to bring it out. And he's going to get wrapped up at number 87. Brings it out to the 30-yard line. Nice return for Godfrey. He's averaging 24 yards per return. Curls up and go. See if we can get a quick dump-off pass to somebody here. Ian Thomas makes his first catch since coming back.
We got this.
I have no qualms about moving the chains, about throwing the football. Actually moves us down the field a little bit quicker. They are playing those underneath routes because they know that's where we have to go. Jet sweep with Trent Taylor? Absolutely. Trent Taylor with a first down. Nice job. The second carry actually gets 8 yards on this one.
Let's go.
Play action shot post here. We'll see who gets open deep. See what the safety does. Is that false start or encroachment?
Encroachment.
That's encroachment. That's on the defense. I'll take it 1st and 5.
All day, baby, all day.
Still first down.
Play action boot comeback, especially with Jordan Scarlett in the backfield. Heck yeah.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Caught by DJ Moore that time. Beautiful quick pass. We are really risking it by throwing it this much. Who's that? What? Okay. Curtis Samuel far outside. Curtis Samuel on a catch. Beautiful pass. Puts it right on the money where it's got to be. 4 seconds left. Couldn't quite hike it in time. Ends the third quarter. 10 minutes left in the game. We're going to go ahead and try and get a throw here. Ken Newton's been sacked 3 times today. That's a Trent Taylor catch down to the 1. Thought I threw a pick there, but thankfully not. Play action waggle pass. This will be probably to the fullback based on where Aaron Donald shows up at. Caught by Alex Arma once again. He's got a couple touchdowns this year. He's got 3. Alex Arma, we're showing love to our fullback. Let's start running with him too. Give him some of those kind of reps. We go up 38-13, a 15-point lead. No, sorry, a 25-point lead. 15 points. I bet they wish it was 15 points. Mike Pilardi to kick off this time. And I know that it can be a little boring when we get this big of a lead, but there's really nothing we can do. I mean, we're going to play it out and we're going to keep scoring points. I mean, we're going to stay as dominant as possible until we can no longer be dominant.
Watch the pass.
On a screen pass. Gurley gets stuffed. Eric Berry and Greedy Williams on the tackle that time. Man to man, watch a run here, 2nd and 2. It will be a run. Gurley breaks one, breaks through, and stuffed. Gets wrapped up by a pack of Panthers. Running zone once again. This time Gurley to the far right side. I don't think he'll throw it to that side though. Not with Gurley over there. Dante Jackson with another interception. That's 15. Can he get the pick 6? Oh, no, he brings it out to the 49. He has 2 picks today, and that's the record. He has 15 interceptions in a season. Dante Jackson, you are historic. You are a record breaker, and Dante Jackson is just that good. Now I don't have to worry about it. Now I can just play the safety position. There's a flag on the play, more than likely a holding call. Holding on the offense. That's on Taylor Moton. That's going to move it to a 1st and 20. Like I said, I'm not looking to do much. Just looking to hand it off and get a solid run, and that's about it. If it's 4th down, we punt it. If it's not, it's not. Getting stuff in the backfield by Clay Matthews. He has 14 carries and a touchdown. I mean, that's really all that matters. That is not what I meant to do. I meant to hand it off. Whoops. Wrong button. 3rd and 22 this time. We're going to look to pass it. Clay Matthews getting back there. We'll go a triple slant. We'll send DK Metcalf going deep. I want to give him an opportunity to catch this one. And overthrew him. John Johnson on the coverage that time. A little bit overthrown. Mike Pilardi to punt this one. He puts it deep. 37-yard line. Cooper Kupp makes 2 men miss. Brought down by Christian Miller and Alex Arma. Man, I went to go smack him, and he brings it out to the 27. Thought we had him pinned. I guess not quite. Now that means I can stop playing zone coverage on Dante Jackson. That means I can stop using him, and we can just focus on Trey Boston and Eric Berry. Quick dump off, knocked away by Brian Burns, intended for Gerald Everett that time. I wanted to get Dante Jackson the record. Anything extra, once he has the record owned, anything extra is all on him. Goff, he's looking, quick fire, incomplete. Nice job, Luke Kuechly brings up 3rd and 10. Three receivers set to the far right side. Fires this one outside and forced incomplete, intended for Brandon Cooks. Chester Lockhart on the play that time. They're going to go for it on 4th down this time. Goff in the gun. He drops back. He's going to fire this one and makes a complete catch for Brandon Cooks. Byron Murphy Jr. on the coverage that time. And a nice catch. They move the chains. 6.5 minutes left here in the 4th quarter of play. Running a screen pass here. Todd Gurley, broken tackle, and ducks out of bounds at the 48. Nice run. It's a gain of 7. Goff in the gun once again. Gurley to his left. Back pass. That's this one out for Gurley. Gurley breaks one and ducks out of bounds. Dumping it off and moving the chains. That's all they got to do, and they're doing it very, very well. Rams on a roll this time. Goff in the gun once again. Gurley again to his left, and he stays in this time. Goff dumps off outside. Incomplete. Number 84 was the intended target. I don't know if that was Jack Doyle. Could be. Under center. Gurley in the backfield. Single back set. He rolls to his left. And a dump off. Incomplete. Intended for number 87 that time. And that is Prohl. Austin Prohl. Ricky Prohl's son. Anyone knows who Ricky Prohl is, props to you. 3-step drop. Quick dump off, and that's Reynolds. Bring up another fourth down. Josh Reynolds on the catch. And Levi Wallace on the coverage and the immediate tackle. They're going for it. Man-to-man defense this time.
Push him back. Push him back.
Goff, 3-step drop. Drops back again. Fires this one. This one to Robert Woods on the catch. First down to the 20. 4 receptions, 70 yards for Robert Woods today. They're doing a very good job. I mean, we're not really too concerned about the defense. I mean, it's the second to last game. A draw play. This one to Henderson. Henderson with a good run. Called again a 6. We're just sending lots of blitzes. I'm sending lots of man-to-man, lots of blitzes. Any blitz, zone blitz, man blitz. Goff takes it. Handoff. Henderson. And Henderson stuffed after a first down, but he's going to go down with an injury. He's okay. Man-to-man blitz this time. 2 tight ends and a receiver to his left. Early in the backfield. It's a handoff. No play action. And sacked. Strip sacked by Brian Burns. Scooped up by Trey Boston and brought down by Jared Goff. Trey Boston with 5.5 tackles. Brian Burns with 12 sacks this season. He's done a pretty good job as well, coming in for his second year. His rookie year, I believe he had 15. His second year, he's come out with some big numbers. Scarlett makes first man miss. He's quick. Got to be careful. Jordan Scarlett, very, very Barry Sanders-esque with his jukes. It's like he almost floats. Not quite Barry Sanders float, but it's like he floats. A good run on a face mask. Penalty that time. That's going to be on Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald doesn't do that very often. Well, actually, he kind of does. He's a pretty aggressive tackler. We're going to go play action this time. Because why not? Play action. And a catch. DJ Moore. What a catch. Cam Newton put it on the money, and DJ went up to make that catch. Ian Thomas, I'm going to look for you for the corner. I think they might have that zone covered, though. Watch what they do. Oh, no, they don't. And overthrew him by a little bit. About 2 yards ahead of him. Metcalf is the target on this one. Dropping back. Nope, Ian Thomas is the catch and the touchdown. 4 touchdowns for Cam Newton today. He has been on fire. Even though he's been sacked, he's been staying pretty safe and making those completed catches. We're playing a whole lot better quarterback from Cam Newton today. 45-13 is the score. So after the sack fumble from Brian Burns has another game still to get a couple more sacks, and he still has a whole 3 minutes. Cooper Kupp to return from the 5. Bringing it out, getting stuffed. Brian Burns still has a whole 3 minutes to get some sacks. I'm going to run some zone. I'm going to try and get some sacks with Brian Burns. Screen pass to Gurley. Gurley outside, and he's down the numbers. Picks up a first down, 11-yard reception. 11-yard pitch and catch. Quick catch by Robert Woods to move the chains, and Robert Woods goes down with an injury. They're getting hurt all over the place. Everybody's getting hurt today.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Kuechly on the tackle that time of Brandon Cooks on the catch, 2nd and 7. That's a 2-minute warning. This game has come to a close. I think we'll go ahead and run another game. That's fine. We'll do one more game. We'll finish the season out. We'll do the postseason tomorrow. And almost intercepted Shaq Thompson right there off the tip. 3rd and 7. Come on, Brian. Big hit from Eric Berry on that one. Brings up a 4th down and 7. The punt is going to go to Trevante Godfrey. Johnny Hecker should boot this one out of bounds, though. Godfrey's dangerous. Yeah, he's going to boot it pretty close to the sideline. He's going to be out at the 5. What a punt. Johnny Hecker with a beautiful punt. Gives Jordan Scarlett some running room this time. Run to the right side.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Oh, is that a safety? Yes, it is. Scarlett tackled in the backfield. Ibukum for a safety. Tackled for a loss that time. We have to give it back. That's okay. We'll get the defense some more. Mike Pilardi to boot this one. Dante Jackson sprinting down. Tries to tackle him and helps slow him up a little bit.
Come on, fellas.
That means they're going to get an opportunity to drive down the field once again. That means I get some more opportunities with Brian Burns to get some sacks. He only has 1 today. I want more sacks. And never mind, Luke Kuechly's going to force a fumble and Trey Boston's going to scoop it up. 2 fumble recoveries, 5 tackles for Trey Boston today. We're going to hand it off to Jordan Scarlett once again. We're going to run it to the left side. No, we're not. We're going to run it to the right. Left side is Aaron Donald. Right side does not. Right side does have a 1-yard gain though. In the pistol for Cam Newton. That is Miles Jack bringing him down. That's going to be a loss that time. Go ahead and hand it off to Bryce Love. We're going to look for a first, but if we don't get a first, it's okay. Running this one with Bryce. Bryce Love with a good run. Brings it to the 20-yard line. 35 seconds, sorry. Left in the game. Coming out Jordan Scarlett. 24 seconds left. We're just going to run it.
20. Let's see what you got. Check it out.
Make sure we double team Aaron Donald this time. And stuffed in the backfield. Loss of 2 for Jordan. He has 20 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown today. I think that's his only game this year that hasn't had 100 rushing yards.
Double time. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
So we come away with a win. Not quite as many passing yards or rush. Well, we had more rushing yards, but not quite as many passing yards. 45-15. We had 5 takeaways. A lot of fumbles. So we'll take a look at the post-game stats. Cam Newton! What a game from Cam. 144.2 QB rating. He went 17 for 20, 182 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks. That's a first. He hasn't had any games like that in a while. 20 carries, 75 yards, and 1 touchdown for Jordan Scarlett. Receiving, DJ Moore had a touchdown. He had 6 receptions, 65 yards. Ian Thomas had a touchdown. Alex Arma had a touchdown. And Riley Ridley had a touchdown. We only gave up 2 sacks. Actually, we gave up 3, but Trey Boston and Luke Kuechly both had 5 solo tackles. Bradbury had 6 assisted. In total, Bradbury and Thompson were both our leaders with 9. Shaq Thompson, 3 tackles for a loss. We had Brian Burns got a sack. Shaquem Griffin got a sack. 2 picks from Dante Jackson, and Dante Jackson also had a pick 6. 2 passes deflected by Greedy Williams. 2 forced fumbles from Kuechly, 1 from Eric Berry, 1 from Brian Burns. 2 fumble recoveries for Trey Boston, 1 from Dante Jackson. And a touchdown from Dante as well. Very, very productive day for that defense, and a very, very productive day for Dante Jackson, who, of course, just broke the record for single-season interceptions with 15. He gets to upgrade as well. Ian Thomas is going to upgrade. We're going to boost his blocking a little bit, but not until his receiving has gone up. His receiving has to go up more before we start boosting his blocking. So he's a 79. Michael Bennett, unnecessarily, is going to get an upgrade. We'll boost his speed rusher, even though Michael Bennett won't be playing for our team next year. He has some good stats. I mean, good block shed, good tackle, good finesse move, good power move. Just not going to be seeing the field much because we're not going to re-sign him. We got to keep boosting the zone of Dante Jackson. After that 2 interception day, and he's about to get a big boost to XP after breaking the record. So X Factor D-end. Yeah, we got the win. 500 XP for the O-line. And the running back, Gurley. We took care of it. Beautiful. Nice job. Advance the week. We'll see who got player of the week. Should be Dante Jackson with 2 interceptions. And we get to upgrade players. That should be Dante Jackson right there. No, really? Okay, Dennis Daly and Vernon Butler. So some undergrads. Underclassmen, in a sense. So Dennis Daly, Richard Vasher. We were getting up there. He's almost a speed rusher, since he was a run stopper to start with. And Vernon Butler, who is already, he's a power rusher. We're just boosting his finesse move. But I kind of want to boost his power rushing move. But once he gets scheme fit, he can level up faster. So we're boosting his speed rusher right now. But he's a power rusher right now. He has 81 power move, which is why he's so good. And getting his block shut up there. We're getting his finesse moves up there slowly but surely. But he's getting better and better and better. Weekly awards. Players of the week. Cam Newton and Dante Jackson. Beautiful job by Dante Jackson. I'm surprised he didn't level up. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed. I will catch you guys next time. And we'll be finishing out the regular season, moving on to the off-season. Or to the postseason. We'll see if we can go to the Super Bowl once again. Back-to-back Super Bowl wins. That would be great. I'll catch you guys next time.